There are so many food challenges circulating around social media right now. Everything from eating just fruit and meat for 100 days straight, or just eating fruit for 30 days straight. Regardless of what people are trying to do, it is so fascinating to me, and it's undeniable their weight loss results. Not to mention, the quick weight loss serves as a huge motivator moving forward as people learn to eat more clean and balanced. For me, I wanted to try something a little less restrictive and really go for something that offered a lot more variety of foods. I don't really have a lot of discipline, but I really wanted to do a 30-day challenge, not only to see what my body could do, but also to see how this diet would affect my body in more unexpected ways. And let me tell you, the results were surprising. For reference, I'm 5'3" and I started my journey 30 days ago at 160 pounds. All right, let's start with the dreaded before and after photo. So this is the only pictures that I took, just these two to show how I looked in the front and from the side. I definitely carry my weight in my hips and thighs, but I was really having a lot of bloating and of course some fat buildup in the stomach area. And that is the most dangerous type of fat, that visceral fat that is right underneath the organs. When you let that get out of control, it can be a danger to your heart health. So it was definitely time for me to do something about it and look at the difference. You can definitely see in my stomach, my back, and then my hips and thigh area is where is probably the most noticeable difference. Although some of you have commented that you've noticed a change in my face, that it looks more sculpted and you can see my jawline better. In the 30 days, I had lost 9 pounds. I guess technically 10 pounds because I did lose 1 more pound like the following day. The first week I lost 3 pounds and I'm sure a lot of that was water weight. The second week I lost another 3 pounds. The third week 2 pounds, and my last week I lost 1 pound. And then at the last day it was an additional pound, so that's kind of the 10. Ooh girl, let me tell you. The first 3 and 4 days were absolutely horrendous. They were miserable. I just felt so hungry and I was giving myself unlimited fruits and vegetables. During breakfast time, this is what a typical breakfast would look like for me. I would cut up entire watermelons and cantaloupe. I learned that cantaloupe has like 4 grams of protein and what is it, like 186 calories. I could only eat half of a cantaloupe and I felt so satiated, very full when I was done. I didn't even need other fruits. So sometimes I had mixed fruit and sometimes I would just eat one kind of fruit, but I ate a lot of it. And lunch, I would typically have a bowl of soup. So Amy's has organic soups. They're very affordable and I would just eat the lentil one, you know, just like veggies. And then on the side, when I was done eating that, I would have grilled zucchini, tomato, mushrooms. I would make little, I guess, grilled veggie melody. And you know, eating vegetables is nice because you don't have that bloat. You feel like your stomach is really flat even though you just ate. But on the other hand, you're hungry all throughout the day. I found myself eating every 3 hours. But even so, I could eat as much as I wanted and I still lost weight very rapidly. Another side effect that I really loved about going on this diet was the fact that my food cravings were out the window. You know, fruit has so much sugar in it, but it's natural sugar, so you could still lose weight, but it curbs that sweet tooth that I have. And I didn't have the cravings for my salty snacks, you know, my crackers. Sometimes I'll have crackers and goat cheese, or I'll have baked chips along with a sandwich. I didn't eat any of that, of course. I didn't have anything from the package, but I didn't even crave it, and that was the best part. And for someone like me who really struggles with food cravings in general, it was nice to not feel like a victim of my diet and to realize all I have to do is cut it out cold turkey and those cravings eventually go away. I pretty much expected this. My digestion was on point. What goes in must come out. So every time I ate, I went to the bathroom 3 to 4 times a day. I've never had such a flat stomach, and it wasn't like I had diarrhea or any kind of digestion issue. It was healthy and comfortable, and I just felt light and well all throughout the journey. And I always kept wet wipes near me. Have to stay fresh, you know? Some of you might be thinking, well, what about your energy levels in order to work out? Because only eating fruits and vegetables, you might feel like you don't have the energy to do, you know, your typical run or lift weights. I definitely did not have the energy that I typically would for a workout, but I still was able to maintain my 20 to 30 minutes of cardio in the morning because I do low impact cardio. And I'm talking heavy lifting. I wasn't able to do heavy lifting whatsoever, but I was able to do my arm workouts, my back workouts, pretty much using anywhere from 8 to 20 pound weights that was still okay. But when it came to like running with my dogs, no, I got dizzy actually. So cardio, you definitely have to keep it to a limit. At least that was my experience. But working out in general, I felt really good. And if I got hungry, I just ate some more zucchini, ate some more bananas, you know? So I did go from a size 8 to a size 6. I love how well my clothes fit me now. Oh my goodness. I'm still a size 8 in pants, but I went to the tailor's and I brought everything in at the waist, so I'm not having to lift my pants up and down, but my clothes are looser on my hips and thighs, and I really like that look. It's that chic, kind of laid back, effortless look. My clothes in general look so much prettier on me. They just kind of flow. Everything's not so skin tight and restrictive. I can wear, you know, something a little oversized like this and it feels beautiful. I'm really, really comfortable in my clothes, a lot more than I was before. Now let's talk about some unexpected things. I had my period while I was on this 30-day challenge, and it was the best cycle I have ever experienced. If you watch my vlogs, I did touch a little bit on that. I did not experience any bloating whatsoever. I maintained that flat belly all throughout my cycle. I didn't have the food cravings that I typically have during my cycle. It's like I wasn't even on my period. It was so pleasant. I'm gonna say it was the fruits and vegetables that did this because I've never had a period like that before. The other thing that was unexpected was my libido increased significantly. When I went on a celery juice fast for about a week, I experienced the same thing of the raw vegetables. I don't know if it was the ginger, the celery, but there was a lot of blood flow in that area. So significant, so noticeable. It was a couple of times a day that I was like ready to go. I didn't have any celery on this diet, but I don't know, maybe the combination of fruits and vegetables and so much of them for such a long period of time. Does it increase your circulation? Does it get the blood flowing in certain areas? That's something to Google. Does fruit and vegetables increase libido? Okay, it says vitamin C specifically improves blood flow, which can help erectile function. Pineapple triggers testosterone production, which can elevate a man's... We're not talking about a man, we're talking about a woman. Okay, the last thing that was unexpected was the skin condition on my fingers cleared up. A lot of times I forget that I have a skin allergy or some sort of intolerance to dairy, whey, and eggs. And my fingers, I'm sure you guys have seen in other videos, they break out really crusty and dusty and they look disgusting. Looks like I have psoriasis. In fact, my mom always thought I had psoriasis growing up, and I would go to the dermatologist to get the cream and it never worked. And then one day my uncle was like, stop eating these things and see what happens. And I did, and my fingers never broke out again. But then I stopped caring. I really love ice cream and I just indulged anyway and suffered the consequences. But having just the fruits and vegetables, my hands have never looked prettier. That really shouldn't be unexpected, but I guess really I just forgot about it. If you watched my last vlog, you saw that I ended this diet 4 days early. So really I did 26 days instead of 30. I was just really craving food and I went down the street to the pho restaurant and got some spring rolls and some soup. I really don't have the discipline, but I still say it was a 30-day challenge because I did pretty good. Plus on my birthday, I have to mention this, I did have a little piece, literally like this big. It was 3 baby bites of my birthday chocolate pie. So it wasn't perfect, but I definitely got the results that I wanted. 9 to 10 pounds in 4 weeks. That is wild. 2 days after I ate the pho and I introduced carbs and salty things back into my diet, the scale went up 2 pounds and my stomach definitely looked bloated. So I attribute that to water weight for sure. Will I maintain this diet? I would like to maintain aspects of this diet. I love having a big plate or bowl of fruit in the morning, and I love having just the vegetables or a combination of the vegetable soup with fruit for lunch. For dinner, I am gonna eat normal food, incorporating more fruits and vegetables in a dinner than I typically would. So it's not gonna be the exact same diet, but I've learned so much from this and I've never felt so good. I don't wanna stray too far from it and I would really like to incorporate it into my lifestyle. Protein is really important, so at dinner time, I'm gonna be eating high protein, like a lot of protein, along with my added fruits and vegetables. And as far as eating carbs, I really don't need them, and I'm definitely staying away from processed sugar and packaged foods and snacks. I'm just not interested in that anymore. I am done with that. It starts up my food cravings again, and I fall victim to overindulging in snacks. Other than feeling so hungry because I was so restricted, I've had nothing but positive results from this. It's been really fun. That's what I've learned doing this 30-day challenge. Let me know if you guys have been thinking about doing anything like this. Of course, I'm not advocating for anyone to try this without consulting their doctor, because you could be at risk for I don't know what. But if you're a healthy person and you want to just try something like this for 30 days, maybe it won't hurt. I don't know, that's something you'll have to ask yourself, see if it's worth it. It is such fast weight loss. When your body is used to eating so much garbage and you just go really clean, really fast, the water weight comes off quickly, and then, the fat starts melting away. If you have any questions about the diet, leave them below. I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.